who invented zero, and the Indian number system that eventually reached Arabia. The conventional scholarly narrative traces its origins to the Sanskrit tradition, but the history may extend to the ancient Tamils. Zero is the foundation that defines numerical values and the core of digital binary code. Zero was invented in India and is mentioned as Sunya in the earliest Indian manuscript, Pingala's Chandasastra. Brahmagupta attested mathematical usage of zero in the 7th century. These numerical traditions and the concept of zero reached the Arabic world and later Europe, becoming known as the Hindu-Arabic numeral system. Evidence for India's numeric system appears in the Ashokan Brahmi inscriptions and on the Bakshali manuscript. However, archaeological and literary evidence points to deeper roots in the ancient Tamil numeric system. Until the 8th century, the Arab regions used the Abjad letter system to represent numbers. Letters were assigned numerical values, extending from units to tens, hundreds, and thousands. Around the beginning of the 9th century, Muhammad al-Khwarizmi produced a work on calculation based on the Indian numeric writing system, introducing the decimal place value method, in which the position of each digit determines its value. Moreover, what might have attracted the Arab world was not simply a different numerical system but the use of dedicated symbols to represent numbers. In Indian history, the concept of zero and the numerical system are often credited to Sanskrit scholars, though they formalized earlier Indian traditions. Persian scholar and historian Al-Biruni recorded that Indian numeral symbols varied across different regions of India. The antiquity of Indian numerical knowledge had its roots among the early Tamils and is reflected in their grammar book, Tolkappiyam, which distinguishes numbers from letters. Purananuru uses the word kodi, meaning crore, to describe enormous quantities. Sangam literature also shows how larger numbers were expressed by combining different number terms, showing that early Tamil society possessed terminology for numerical magnitudes far beyond counting. Even more significant is the reference to zero as pal, meaning void or emptiness, which occurs within an ordered numerical sequence alongside fractional and whole number values. The words pal and sunyam have been interpreted in connection with zero. Tamil mathematical knowledge had distinct signs for numbers, as well as symbols for larger values such as 10, 100, and 1000. Tamil inscriptions discovered at Tondur, dating to the 3rd century, record a donation of 3 stone beds and include a numerical mark alongside the text. Similarly, the 2nd century Pugalur inscriptions mention the numerical value Mundaru, meaning 3 in Tamil. One of the earliest pieces of archaeological evidence for numbers in the Tamil region was discovered at Alagankulam, where a pottery sherd dated to the 1st century bears the numeral value 408. If the Arabs adopted numerals from northern Brahmi and Sanskrit texts, the Indian numbers may have reached the Arab world earlier. But this happened by the 9th century, when Arab merchants had established strong trade connections with Tamilakam, facilitating the transfer of knowledge. During this period, the Tamil numerical tradition might have reached the Arab world through these seafaring traditions. The evidence from Tamil literature, South Indian archaeology, and Malabar Arab maritime connections raises a deeper possibility that early Tamils' knowledge may have eventually contributed to the Hindu-Arabic numeral system.